Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm KJ. Today we're going to be debriefing my tea empties from November and December of 2021. I think I did pretty good just kind of looking at the box, and it wasn't a terrible experience. I found this time that there were some teas that I thought I would be like sipping down, but I really enjoyed them and I'm probably going to reorder them. And there was also some teas that I just straight up threw away. I think the first time I did that was either this summer or like earlier in the year, the spring, and I was like so disappointed in myself, but now I'm just like, chuck. And I'll explain which teas I did that to and why. And I think for Holly over at Never Quite Perfect that called them their discarded teas. Yeah, so like no plan of drinking them. They're gone. They're already in the trash. The receptacle or the container that they were in is here, but they're gone. Anyways, I don't want to do a tangent on teas that I tossed just yet. So grab a cup of tea. I'm drinking Fava Tea's French Breakfast. I'm probably going to do a review on this tea because it's actually quite nice and I'm discovering my love for breakfast teas. This is a black tea with safflower and calendula or cornflower and pineapple and raisins, but it has this caramel note and it's like actually really good. Okay, I also have some biscuits on the side. So here is the tea empty box that we've been working with since the dawn of the channel. Let's do the 10s first just to kind of get them out of the way. Oh, okay, there's a random soccer ball on this bench. Got it. All right, so the first tea that I finished out of a 10, got a lot going on over here, is Candy Cane Crush. And it's in this holiday 10 from, I think, 2 years ago. So I think this is 2019's holiday thing. And I put the label at the bottom because I just don't want to mess up the imagery. This 10 was not full by any means. It was maybe 40% full, and I just kind of finished it over the holiday season. And then I had actually bought a bag of Candy Cane Crush, which I have shown you guys in a haul video that isn't uploaded yet. So I'm just gonna save that for next season. I don't even know if I want to open up the bag because it's so pretty and put it in here, but either way, I finished some Candy Cane Crush. Cool. Like I'm holding cookies, so okay. The next tea that was in this really nice, this is a 10 from World Market. It's like a purple and gold, and it's got all these like almost paisley type prints, but they're like, I don't know, it was very ornate. So it was really nice. I had Blueberry Hibiscus White Tea by Storehouse Tea in this tin, and I've had this tea for a long time. You guys can see the expiration date was technically last year. And I had so much of this tea that it was on my sit down list, and now I feel bad because I actually really like this tea. This is one of the most like reliable and trustworthy white teas I've ever had. And kind of because I always cold brew it. So it was always like so smooth, never like astringent and strong unless I left it in the refrigerator for 2 days. But like, man, this tea was actually really good. So somebody in the Sip Down group on Facebook posted some tea empties from Storehouse Tea, so it kind of reminded me they're still a company, and so I can still buy from them, and I think I will. Okay, that was like a 1.5 minute tangent. Okay, so then let's keep going with the 10s of teas I actually drank first. This 10 of North African Mint that I got a while ago, I think 2020 holiday season from David's Tea. And I got this because it came with that gold sparkly spoon. I finished that. It's really hard for me to finish green mint teas, and I have so many of them. I don't know. And it's not like I dislike them. They're just not my favorite, and I don't reach for them, so it seems like it takes forever. And then the last of the teas and 10s that I finished, and this one I really enjoyed. This one is called Chocolate Truffle Black Tea by it's a part of the Candy Shop collection from, who makes this tea? Do you guys want credit or no? The Tea Can Company. And it's weird because it's not on the little title, right? It's here. A little bit about it. So this one, our tea is simply the best. This tea, the Tea Can Company provides you with the finest teas and herbal blends from all over the world. And so this tea was, again, a chocolate tea. It had black tea, chocolate chips, all natural chocolate flavoring, and it just said it contained caffeine. And I don't know, guys, I was really under the impression that like chocolate teas were gonna be the bane of my existence this season. I didn't even have that many, but I don't know why I was seeing that. And this tea was so good and so fun. So it was good plain as a latte, and then I added like instant coffee and kind of jazzed it up to one. There was 6 sachets, so I had a lot of room to play. So I think I just had this tea 3 times. So once as a hot latte, once with instant coffee, and once with peppermint extract. It was really good, did not disappoint either time. So again, I'm really not looking for a chocolate tea, I think, but I think this actually is quite nice. So I don't know much about this company. I haven't even perused their website. But I'm gonna see if they sell it loose. Even if they don't, I could see the tea through the sachets. It was quite a nice quality, so what do you know? All right, how are we ever gonna get through this Empties video if every tea has a story? Okay, so then 2 teas and 10s that I just straight up threw away. This one, in this lovely David's Tea navy tin that has flowers on it from a couple of springs ago. This is Lemon Cayenne Cleanse. So Lemon Cayenne Cleanse has been a staple for David's Tea for a long time. And then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, we're phasing it out, as like per David's Tea fashion. That's fine, their prerogative, their product. And I thought that I liked Lemon Cayenne Cleanse, and maybe I do, but the batch that I had was not fresh. And I was starting, even like a while ago, which is why I stopped drinking it as often as I did. I found that Lemon Cayenne Cleanse had like a pledge the cleaner vibe to it. So I just was not feeling it. I really liked the benefits of it. The lemon was there, the cayenne was there, and it, you know, appetite suppressant, white tea, antioxidants, but I don't know. So I have a tea bag of Lemon Cayenne Cleanse, and maybe I'll try to reignite the flame there, but probably not. So I just straight up threw like half this tin away, because it's been a while, and I was like, dude, I'm not doing it. So I didn't do it. I know there's a couple of people who follow who will be really proud of me, so thank you, because I thought about you guys. Somebody was like, dude, why would you torture yourself drinking tea you don't like? You're right. Thank you. And I'm too old not to have thought about that. Anyway, then the second tea in a 10 that I straight up threw away is, this one's actually kind of sad, Earl Grey White from Teavana. So if you still have Teavana teas, you know how precious they are, but again, Teavana closed 2018, 2017, and you know, that was 3-ish years ago, and this tea had developed some sort of film, and maybe it was just tea dust, but I wasn't feeling it, and it was really hard for me to drink, and it was like, this tea started off full, because I bought it as like a hoard, and so I'd only gone down probably to 60 or 70% until I was just like, no, I cannot, I will not. And I didn't want to sell it because I didn't know what that film was, and it's an old tea, and I didn't want to give it away for the same reason, so in the trash it went. All right, and then the last tea that is not in a 10, but that I'm just gonna straight up throw away, is this Puka, P-U-K-K-A, organic latte cacao maca majesty. It's like a healthy hot chocolate, and I had it once and it was good. However, the expiration date is November 2020, and I've just had it sitting, and I'm not in the mood, so I'll just let it go. Yeah, and maybe I'll pick it up and try it again at the appropriate season when I can enjoy it for a longer period of time. But if I try to pick it up now, I'm obviously gonna get tired of it, and I'm just like, no thanks. Okay, sorry, I lied. One more tea that I just straight up threw away. So this is Tea Eternal. See this plastic bag? This came from Sway Tea, which is a local tea company to me in Wisconsin. And I don't know if Sway is still packaging their teas this way. And I've said this on my channel before. They have some really nice teas. This tea was really pretty and beautiful. And it was a lot of different herbs, and just made a really pretty cup steeping, cold steep. It was just like so nice to look at. But in this storage, it's not gonna keep the same life and vitality. And I don't know, it was a little bit stale, and I always over steeped it. And I cold steeped it, but I always just kind of forgot, and it was so bitter. And I don't know the ingredients in here because it's literally just written there with a permanent marker. So again, I haven't shopped there in a while, so I would love to see if they've changed any of their tea storage practices. Okay, so now we're to the good stuff. If you're still here, thanks. Sorry about all the tangents. I know I apologize for all the tangents in every video, but like at some point, KJ, like you can't tell a 5-minute story about every single thing if you have like 20 things to talk about. That's why I kind of am like super hard on myself. Okay, so tea bags, like fuller size tea bags. Here we go, here we go. I'm just kind of sorting through because I literally have not looked at this to sort it at all. I'm just like super excited to toss all this in the trash and start over because I've got some teas now that didn't make the cut that I'm just like, I'm almost there. Okay. All right, so full-size tea bags that I finished. Maple Sugar by Fava Tea. So this one was a nice one. Black tea base. You really could actually taste the maple in there. I think there was peppercorn in there. And it was fun to make lattes with. But I don't think that I will repurchase this soon. Yep, we'll just put that out there. Another one from Fava Tea. Ooh, guys, this is actually a really good tangent. So, you're welcome. Fava Tea's Read My Lips is a chocolate tea with mint. And I think maybe just a tad bit of vanilla. But it's kind of like Candy Cane Crush, but better. So I had this before, like it was November, obviously, and I was like really enjoying finishing this and really sad because as you see, it's only 1 ounce. But this tea is way better to me than Candy Cane Crush. And unfortunately, with the title and the way that Fava Tea markets it, they market it as a Valentine's Day tea. So it's a Read My Lips. It comes out, you know, end of January to February as like a, you know, sweetheart kind of tea. But it's black tea with mint and vanilla. And it's so good, like really reliably good. I'm gonna rebuy some of this. I really hate the name because I want to put it in Winter 10, but it just won't match and I can't wrap my head around it. But yeah, I'm gonna get some more of this for sure. I finished this bag of Rainbow Lemonade. Didn't like it. There was something in here that wouldn't let me be great. Blackberry leaves is definitely what it was. Blackberry leaves, not my jam, not my jam. Cocoa Cabana Coola by Bird and Blend. This one is like a favorite. And usually when I order from Bird and Blend once a year, this is one of the things that I order. It's an herbal tea. It has hibiscus and apple and all those fruity things. So, like it. Skip that because it's a bit of a tangent. I finished this bag, okay, throwback, of Mate Vana from Tivana. I forgot how I came upon this. I feel like I got it on Mercari. It was sealed and in very good condition. And I enjoyed it. It's a mate base with cocoa, red rooibos, chocolate chips. It was a bit sweet though. So it was like, I made lattes with it. It was really sweet, but like still I couldn't let it go on its own. And it didn't turn into like a, you know, an overly sweet thing, but it was really hard to find a good balance with this tea. So it's obviously gone. It's never coming back. Tivana is gone, but I just thought I'd share that. I finished this tea of Hibiscus Escape by KT's and Herb Co. I found her on Instagram quite a while ago, and I don't know if she is still selling teas, but this one was Hibiscus Orange and Mint. It was quite nice. I made like a, basically I had, I don't know, 60% of the bag left when I started, and I just made a big pitcher with it, iced. Okay, I also finished a bag of Kiwi's Big Adventure, which was on my top 5 teas of 2020 from last year. I think I maybe have like 1/2 bag left somewhere, maybe. And again, like that's one of the discontinued teas. I finished this bag of Fudge Brownie from Fava Tea, and I think I did a review on this. And if I did, I will link it up there. This was a good chocolate tea too. You know, actually, guys, husband in the background. You know, guys, I'm finding that even though chocolate teas kind of get on my nerves, I still try them and I still end up with quite a few of them. So I think I might do like some sort of like survey video about chocolate teas, like best ones, meh ones, non-caffeinated ones, caffeinated ones, and see. If you guys are interested in that, let me know. But if it's a passion, I'm still gonna do it anyway. But I would like to hear just like any interest. I finished this 20-gram bag of carrot cake from Bird & Blend. This, guys, this is a rooibos-based tea. I realize that I don't like nutmeg in tea. It's too much. So nutmeg with whatever else, you know, people think goes with nutmeg is too much for me. And I turn my nose away at it. Took me a while to finish this. And I just finally was like, let's make a big latte. And so I did. Carrot cake from T2, which is a black tea base, I actually really enjoy. And so when I order from T2 again, whenever that is, I'll be sure to include carrot cake, because that was on my sit down list and I was like, I'm getting rid of this tea, and I like fell in love with it. So, and I think about it from time to time. Isn't that weird? And then lastly of the full size-ish bags is this bag of pumpkin Earl Grey from David's Tea. So pumpkin Earl Grey came out earlier in the fall and it was like highly anticipated. People were like, yes, an Earl Grey of pumpkin, it's gonna be good. I think Jan did a review on it and a few other people, and I was like so excited about it. And then I got 2 bags of it and I don't like it. So it was fine. Like, it was a fine tea, but it wasn't, I don't know. So like, have you guys heard of the chocolate Earl Grey from David's Tea, which used to be called Bergamot Kisses? I thought I liked that tea too. Bought a whole bunch of it and realized whatever bergamot that they used as like, when they add flavor to it, I don't like it. I don't like it. So I didn't like that tea. I didn't like what was going on here. If they had taken the pumpkin out, I wouldn't like it as an Earl Grey. So I didn't get it. I finished it with pride. I had a lot of lattes. It was fun. But I'm selling the other bag. So I don't know. I just thought that definitely deserved a tangent because, you know, I had my heart in that one. Okay, so now let's get to small sample sizes and mostly stuff from Sips by Boxes. So I finished this sample of August Uncommon Teas Psycho Candy Darkly Sweet Rooibos with pumpkin and caramel. So this is actually one of the most normal August Uncommon Teas that I have tried and come across. Every other time it's like something that totally makes sense and then they just throw like a random ingredient in it. I'm like, what? Okay. And usually the random ingredient I can't mesh with. This one was okay. I don't think that I will rebuy this again, although I think I would like to try August Uncommon small sample sizes and just kind of focus and see what I really like. But so far it's just been like meh. And also probably something that probably turned me off a little bit is there's blackberry leaf in here too. And blackberry leaf, tea companies use it as a sweetener kind of thing, but I don't know. There's like an aftertaste that I just cannot mess with. Okay, I finished this sample of Dryad Tea's Little Bird, which is a green tea with jasmine, rose, papaya, and strawberry. So I don't like jasmine. I've successfully given away most of my jasmine teas. And I think there was just maybe 1.5 or 2 servings left. So I think I just had 1 hot and 1 iced, and I just gulped it. Not my cup of tea. And I've had that one, guys, for like at least 2 years. It was at work. Like sometimes I bring my like not so favorite teas to work, hoping that other people will pick them up, and nobody picked it up. So I brought it back home before I left for maternity leave and was forced to deal with it. Okay. I finished this sample of Blackberry Sangria from Yum Cha Tea Company. This is just the cutest little sticker and the cutest little logo. And there's the back with the ingredients. It was only good enough for 1 serving. I steeped it hot, added ice, and it was not significant, but it was just enough to be good. It wasn't watery. And so, I don't know, maybe I'll take a look at this tea company and see some things in bigger sizes, or see if they offer sample sizes, because that one was nice. Okay. I finished this sample of Chocolate Chai Supreme via Harney Sunday's review. I won't spend a lot of time on that because there's a whole video. Let's see. I'm gathering light teas. So 2 teas from Tea Goblin, which now that I'm seeing I have 2. And I think I had good experiences with both. I will go peruse their site too. So this is from my Sips by box. And this one is green tea, strawberry pieces, raspberry pieces. Guys, there is a sad story about this. I just finished this tea by throwing it down the drain. And I'm so sad because I cold steeped it, but I left for like a day or two. I think we were at my mom's house and I came back and it was just too strong. It was just like vegetal fruity tea. And I was just like, I cannot. But it was, the other things came through so nicely. So the strawberry and the raspberry were really nice in there. And I was like, man, this could have been great. This could have been something great. And I messed it up. So I just wanted to share that in case you were thinking about it. I think it actually was quite a nice tea. It's just too strong in the green tea because I let it steep too long. Okay, and then this other one, the Piquant Peach. I think it's Piquant, P-I-Q-U-A-N-T. I haven't ever had to say that word out loud, but knowing French, I'm pretty sure it's not piquant. Yeah, pretty sure. Okay, so this one, you guys know I have a love or hate relationship with peach. This one has apple, rose hip, white hibiscus, ooh, white hibiscus, sweet blackberry leaves, roasted chicory root, natural flavoring, organic peach, organic peach, and organic marigold. I actually like this one. And it's weird because I'm reading the ingredients and there's sweet blackberry leaves and roasted chicory root, which I would think would be weird for this blend. But I had it iced as like a cold steep, and it was actually quite nice. So again, I'm gonna peruse these Tea Goblin people and see if they offer sample sizes, because I don't know if I could commit to like full things, but I really would like to try those again. And that's kind of like sometimes a downfall with these smaller bags. So Tea Goblin is exclusively a Sips by brand. And I don't know what's the deal with Sips by. Okay, here comes a real tangent. Feel free to fast forward. So Sips by has these like small subsidiary companies that they like, I don't know if they sell because I haven't bought any and it says that they're available to buy. But like, so Tea Goblin, Tea Kitten, Cookie Tea, I think that's all Sips by, and I think that's great. Whoever runs Sips by and is blending tea and just trying to, I don't know, maybe they're just experimenting, and this is a really good way because they just kind of dish it out with the other teas to see if people like them. That's actually genius. So exclusively a Sips by because I think it's a Sips by tea, but it's weird because they're not called Sips by teas, but there's like at least 3 different smaller tea companies in this style of bag, size, where you have to cut it doesn't reseal. So interesting. Let me guys know if you, Jesus, why am I mixing all my words? You guys let me know if you've noticed that, or if you've bought teas that were exclusive to Sips by. Okay, we're moving on. I finished this Blueberries Gone Wild by Umami Gourmet Coffee and Exotic Tea. I think this wasn't bad, but I don't think I'm gonna bother trying to figure out if I can get some more. This Berry Blend by OT's, super good, but I gotta tell you, it's through the lens of hibiscus for sure. Hibiscus is the first ingredient. When you brew it up, it is deep red because it's got hibiscus and berries and currants. So if you don't like hibiscus, you're not gonna like this at all. There's no way around it. This might be the thing that like changed your mind because it was so good, but like, it was really good to me, but because of the hibiscus. I finished this Lavender Mint from Rishi. Pretty sure this is the last of it. Bye-bye. I don't really like lavender in teas. I've said that before. I finished this chai tea from Tea Pigs via Chai Day Friday review. I'm not going to say much about that. I finished, I'm going to stop saying I finished. There's 2 sample-ish things of ginger honey from David's Tea. I don't know how I got these. Oh, I think they did come in Sips by box. I like having ginger teas because usually there's always something wrong with my stomach lately. I don't know. And so it's nice to kind of still have ginger teas on hand. But most of my ginger teas I'm working on sipping down because They're not my favorites. They're just kind of there for wellness. Okay. Squashbuckling chai. Honestly, I'm pretty sure I did a review on this chai earlier this year, and I cannot recall whether or not I like it. But I don't think that I did. There's a review. Man, where did that memory go? Oh, it wasn't so bad I repressed it. Jeez. Okay, I finished. It's not the same, not the same. Okay, just 2 bags of this Yogi pumpkin spice. So I was kind of avoiding this tea because I thought it was a black tea, but it's caffeine free. It's like chamomile, cinnamon bark, ginger root, chicory root, and all those things that like kind of chai-ish, but I can drink this at all times of the day, so I think I'm gonna work on that. Not bad as far as like bagged pumpkin spice teas go, but you know, I don't think I want to keep it forever. I finished 2 bags of the 4, so the other 2 I finished some other time. I think just on my last sip down or sip empties video. Orange Blossom by the Republic of Tea, which is a white tea, and it comes in like a little round tea bag we just gonna drop in. I finished Peppermint Bark, Minty Chocolate Chip Herb Tea, Minty Chocolate Herb Tea. This, okay, so this is actually surprisingly good with peppermint creamer. Yeah, so I had this when I was filming my tea cabinet video, which I'm still editing. And I don't know, it just goes. So I was thinking like, I don't really like this tea. It takes too much for me to like it. But that's how I really enjoy it. So I might buy some for next season. Next season, I'm not gonna buy it now. Turns out there's 2 of those. Yeah, that makes sense. I apparently finished a bag of these paper filters from Sip Spot. 2 samples of David's Tea Green Passion Fruit. I have a blurb about that somewhere else in the atmosphere. This is the last bag of the Davidson's Cranberry Orange Classic Tea. That was a good one. So I was kind of raving about it at first because I was like, man, it really tastes like a scone because I think it's cranberry orange scone. Nope, it's just cranberry orange. But the first ingredient is chamomile. And during the first brew or steep of it, I hadn't noticed, but I did on the last one. So I don't know. I really like Davidson's though. So if they have samples, I think I will try it. And if they have it loose, I think I'll try it like that. Okay, there's 1 bag of the Cedar Bose Organic Rooibos Tea. I also have like a ton of Rooibos teas to finish, and they're all in the same spot. And I like Rooibos teas, but they're just, I don't know. I don't get that excited about them. And I don't know, I'd rather much have like a black tea at night. Doesn't make any sense, I know. So it's really hard for me to, I'm not gonna go there. And then, pretty sure these are not the last of my tea drops because I just keep finding them. But here is a matcha green tea from Tea Drops. Actually, my favorite tea drop. And probably one of my top favorite matchas. That matcha in that drop, smooth. So good. I finished 3 of the tea drops of Strawberry Shortcake. I finished hot apple cider from the Republic of Tea, which was given to me by Danny in a tea swap. Teas by Danny. Danny gave me a lot of teas, and so some of the ones that were seasonal I sorted out, and I just didn't get to them until the next season. So a lot of those are making their way. And then this sample of Paris Evening from Fava Tea, which I cannot recall, but it was a rooibos, red rooibos, honeybush rooibos, green rooibos, pineapple, and cranberry. Kind of reminds me of the tea that I'm drinking right now that I totally forgot about until this moment, which, okay, it's not quite cold, but not a bad temperature. Okay, so the tea, the container is empty. This video is 30 minutes long. Jeez, I think that's like my longest empties video because of all those stories. But it is what it is. So if you're still here, thanks for watching. Usually I do like a video every couple of months, which is why I'm doing the November and December together. And before that, I think I did like 4 months of tea empties. But if my January goes nicely, I think I will do a video for January just to kind of start the year off with the ones that I was able to finish. So if you have tried or finished any of those too, let me know what you thought and if it was hard for you to get through some of those. But yeah, those are my stories. Have a great whatever you're having.